Hey, what's going on everybody? Rob here from 99 Ways Crypto. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following EMP closely, as you probably know, in the last 24 hours we've gone under peg. The TVL has gone down to 39 mil and the boardroom is no longer printing, and that's because we've gone under peg. Yeah, so I thought let's do this little quick video to show you a couple of quick strategies on what I'm doing. But the first thing to remember is don't panic, because this protocol is actually designed to go under peg, over peg, under peg, over peg. That's the way it's designed. If you've been in the EMP protocol from pretty early on, which I have, you'll know that it does fluctuate, and it's not a reason to think that the protocol's finished or done or anything like that. Completely the opposite. There are strategies that you can do to actually take advantage of when it goes under peg, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So the first thing is you do not want to panic. Do not dump your EMP tokens. Okay, you want to hold on to them because that is your ownership in this protocol. Do not dump your EMP. Do not dump your EMP. Do not dump your EMP. So there's many things you can do with the accumulated EMP, which this is why it's such a good protocol, that the developers keep giving us utility for those EMP tokens to ensure that we hold on to them. Whatever you do, don't let your emotions take over. This protocol is a long-term investment. That's what you've got to keep in mind. Okay, have that long-term mindset. It will go through the ups and downs, but that's it. We'll ride those out. So the second thing you might want to consider is buying E-bonds. So if you jump over to E-bonds, E-bonds become available to purchase when we do fall below peg. So that's the very first thing you want to do, is consider buying the E-bonds. And then once we go back above peg, you can sell them back at a higher rate. So it's a good way of increasing your token amount. It should also be said that it was predictable that this would occur. I guess this dump, whatever goes up must come down. Given that there was a lot of money that came in over the last month into this protocol, everybody's been enjoying the big payout through the boardroom. And of course, once that sort of started to pare back, all the people who have come in, that's their expectation that the boardroom's just going to continually print, but it's not the way it works. So what will happen is that people will go, okay, oh, this thing is not working as I expected it to. So therefore they'll take their money and they'll go elsewhere. So you'll see a sharp decline and a pullback as a result of that. There's probably another number of other things, but I suspect that's probably potentially what's probably happened. I'm not looking at the on-chain data to see why this is actually pulled back a fair bit. As we all know, the market is actually bleeding out anyway. However, this is all normal. Okay, it's to be expected and it's normal. We're shaking out the weak hands. Remember, you've got to be in it for the long haul. So the third thing that I'll be looking at doing is loading up on ETH, given that it has dropped quite sharply over the last 4 or 5 days. So this is a great opportunity to bring in fresh capital into the system and purchase new ETH. So let's just jump over to the chart of where ETH is at the moment. So okay, so we're looking at the daily chart here. Each of these candles represents a day of trading, and we're looking obviously at the ETH BUSD chart. And here we go. So we can see roughly about, if you draw a line here, that's a fairly consistent level from about the 10th of April. And that's sort of trading at about just under $3,000. And then we kind of tapered off a little bit into about $2,700. But here's the last 5 days. ETH has really pulled back. So we're currently at $2,370 something dollars. So that's a great time now to buy ETH, to pair up or make a liquidity pool with your EMP tokens. So that's the third strategy that I'll be employing. Is it's a great opportunity to strengthen the farms, and at the end of the day, that's the king. The farms are king. One thing I've learned over the last month or so from attending the AMAs is that your position within the EMP ETH farm is king. It's so important to keep growing that as much as you can, because if you've got EShares in the boardroom stops printing, you're not going anywhere. But if you're accumulating more and more EShares out of the farms, you can continually grow that cycle. You can continually feed your machine. I've been going heavily, in terms of the money that I have, into the ETH farm, and I'll continue to do that now that we've dropped below peg. It opens up a few more options. So the other strategy that you can employ here is to sell your EShares out of your boardroom. So rather than let them sit in the boardroom basically doing nothing, you can actually sell them off. Obviously, that's a risky strategy, and I don't recommend that for everybody. But what I'll look to do is to actually take these EShares and trade them for more ETH and also more EMP tokens, and I'll load that into my farms. So I'll take this, I'll go to PancakeSwap, I'll trade it all out, and then I'll go back to the farm and I'll create liquidity pools and go heavy into the farm or the detonator, either one. The risk to that is if EShares rebound really quickly whilst you do that, then it's going to be difficult for you to buy back. The risk with that is that, say, for example, now if I sold them for, $1,500 here, and they rebound really quickly and they jump back up into $2,500 or so, then trying to repurchase those EShares is going to be costly. However, what it does mean is my position in the farm will be strengthened and stronger, and the emissions I'll get from EShares will come back. So it is a risky operation. I wouldn't sell out all of my EShares. I'll sell out a portion of them, and just so that I can keep farming more EShares. So by the time it comes back, hopefully the price doesn't outrun that strategy, and I'll grow my bag that way. The last strategy that I have for you is for you to jump over to the EMP Discord and go down to the strategy discussion, and in here you will find some of the real gurus of EMP talking about their strategies of what to do when you're in peg and what to do when we're in peg phase. Okay, so that's a really good way of keeping up and figuring out what's right for you, because the strategies that I might do might be a little bit too risky, or you might pick up something else in here. I highly recommend. But you also should really ensure you go through the EMP Academy to understand how bonds work and so forth, and go through there and pick up some strategies within the academy. I highly recommend doing that. It's an unbelievably good resource. Last but not least, you can also jump over to my YouTube channel, 99 Ways Crypto, and you can watch my video that I made about a month ago on how to make the boardroom print 24/7. So in this video, I cover another strategy, an advanced strategy on how to keep your rewards printing. Now, warning, this does involve using third-party protocols, but remembering that you should always bring your profits back to EMP, because EMP is king, and it's as you know, it's a fantastic protocol and it's very strong. Anyway, it was just a quick video just to outline a couple of quick strategies that can help you when we go below peg. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and we'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and join our community. Rob out. See you in the next one.